We've seen 5 shocking fights already with all unique merits in their own right. Some swept out of the rug under us with the premise that we never saw coming, and others were just downright epic. There's going to be plenty of more where that came from, of course, as the fight here on out will only get crazier and the stakes are higher. So strap in and take off the training weights and go all out as we take a look in 5 more Dragon Ball fights that truly shocked the fans and also rocked the multiverse. Number 5. Goku and Piccolo vs Radix. The first of many raging battles that would define a generation of Dragon Ball, or perhaps even a generation of anime. Radix's short-lived time as a Dragon Ball Z maiden villain gave us a stew of revelation about Son Goku. It introduced us to his nature as a Saiyan and that his kind word as pure-hearted as he is. Like his brother who saw no problems in kidnapping his nephew Gohan to get what he wanted. But what made this battle so shocking was its outcome. Though he would do it many more times throughout the series, this was Goku's first major gambit. By restraining Radix from behind, he brought enough time for Piccolo to land a fatal blow to Radix's heart at the cost of Goku's own life too. And as the two Saiyan brothers lay dead, the rest of Goku's friends had to get ready for the world without its greatest hero, along with a stew of other stronger villains on its way to Earth. Basically, this was the fight that set the stage for the rest of Z. People are going to die, and we just have to deal with it. Number 4. The Sun Family vs Broly. An entry from one of the movies now, and a story that teaches us that even when faced with the strongest and the most brutest of foes, there's always a time to fall back on hope to save the day. Broly is that brute in human, or rather Saiyan in form, on a rampage across Earth with only Gohan and Goten at the forefront of the battle to stop him. At the battle's climax, not even a combined Kamehameha from the two brothers are able to stave off an Omega Blaster, until that is Goten unconsciously wishes upon the Dragon Balls for an apparition of Goku to appear in the sky and help his sons out in the time of need, with a triple Kamehameha. Although it's not canon, finally seeing the three sons together combining their maximum powers against an unmovable object like Broly is a sight to behold. It gives the viewers hope that maybe, just maybe in their own darkest hours, help will be on its way in least expected places. Plus, the grand finale of this battle that sees Broly getting launched into the sun itself by the sheer power of the trio is just plain epic. Overall, a solid mix of feels and ridiculously good over-the-top action. Number 3. Majin Vegeta vs Majin Buu. A battle that not only comes at a height of Dragon Ball Z stakes, but also Vegeta's character arc. This battle carries a lot of weight for the Saiyan Prince. After being mind-controlled by the powers of Majin's awakening, giving the heroes a taste what he could have been like back on the Frieza Force, Vegeta carries the legacy of the Saiyans and their unbeatable pride on his back, overpowering Babidi's mind control on him and facing down Majin Buu in singles combat. When he realizes that hope might be lost if he doesn't pull off a fast one, he opts to go down and drag Buu with him, using a final explosion that seemingly kills both of them in the process. Seemingly. This fight is important because it shows us how far Vegeta has come. He's still prideful as ever, yes, but now he has another source of pride in his life, his wife and son that he's grown to truly love with. Vegeta even telling little Trunks how proud he is before his ultimate sacrifice. This act itself being entirely selfless, something Vegeta never would have done when we first met him in the Saiyan saga. His noble last stand against Buu shows us that he's got more to fight for than his own ego now. Even the most toughened soldiers can't have a heart, and Vegeta proves this to us. It's just a shame that his sacrifice was in vain. Oh, what could have it been? Number 2. Super Saiyan Goku vs Frieza. This one battle on Namek. This single set the precedence for the lifetime of standoffs and golden glows. The face-off between Son Goku and the annihilator of his people carries so much weight to it, and that's just the calm after the storm where they think they have Frieza on the ropes. But in the run-up to this ever-important round 2, where Piccolo finally proves himself as Goku's ally, and Krillin meets a very untimely death at the hands of a death psycho bomb, Goku snaps properly, giving into his Saiyan rageful instincts and allowing himself to become a Super Saiyan. This battle is one of desperation, with Frieza having destroyed Namek's core and Goku still grieving over his friend's casualties. The entire planet is self-destructing around the two as they clash, turning the green and blue marvel into a fiery hellscape. It's a race against time for one of the two to beat each other and then get the heck out of there. Visuals aside, the story behind Frieza and his connection to the Saiyans comes back to bite him. He destroys Planet Vegeta out of fear of the Super Saiyan. After all in doing, he created the thing he feared the most, and it stands right in front of him. It's a tale of action and consequences, and how Frieza seals his fate while trying to avoid it in the first place. And yes, sure, the main character's fighting in Super Saiyan form is commonplace now, but when Goku unlocks it for the first time, it was truly special. Number 1. Goku, Frieza, and Android 17 vs Jiren. And finally, from Goku's first otherworldly transformations to his most recent, this climactic battle of Tournament of Power serves to show how far Goku has come as well. In the wake of him finally mastering Autonomous Ultra Instinct completely, his most divine transformation yet, he has to work together with both an ally and one of his greatest enemies to ever secure the safety of Universe 7. The final battle between 7 and 11 signals a new era for Goku, Frieza, and Jiren as characters. With the fate of his universe on the line, Frieza has to completely put his trust in Goku in spite of all the fighting they've done over the years. That moment of trust and teamwork between the two legendary adversities, where Frieza ultimately had the faith that Goku would revive him, and Goku had faith that Frieza would give him energy, are the reasons that they won in the end against the wall. That was Jiren. Up until the end, Jiren believed that the road to success was best walked alone. But seeing heroes and villains work together and put aside their differences for the bigger picture made him realize that perhaps that's the true power of Universe 7 after all. And that is all that we have here for today. And thank you for watching. If you like videos like these, please like, subscribe, and turn off notifications to not miss any more videos like these. I'm your host, Bro, and I'll see you next time. Until then, peace.